the key of D minor, I'm pretty sure. So, and hopefully this will work out, and it'll be not with the right hand, or the left hand should be, fingers crossed. But either way, so I'm going to start with the right hand with the melody. Just got the. So that first bit is just a D minor inversion. You've got the A basically moved from up there to down here. So you move it from the 1 to the 3, 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 5. So it's a pretty standard pattern. It repeats quite a bit. So. And as far as the how many times to play it, I feel like the easiest way to do that is going to be learn the words, so you can do like the I had me a boy, turned him into a man, showed him all the things that he didn't understand, that whole thing, you know, so you can get the right numbers there. And then after that, after they showed him all the things that he didn't understand, you've got the whoa, which then moves into an A chord, I guess. I don't know. Not really sure what the thing behind that is. So you go to C sharp, which is an accidental in D minor. So then, so you've just got those two. You got the whoa, then I let him go. So it's really just those two keys when you get to that point. And then let's see. And then for the now, there's one in California, that part. Honey, who's been cursing my name? You better love her in the UK, hey, till I made my getaway. That thing's exactly the same. So once you have like the first half of the verse, you've got basically the whole verse. Now moving on to the right hand, for the parts that are with off of the D chord. I had me a boy, turned him into a man, etc. You've just sort of got this sort of like bouncing almost feel for the left hand. At least that's how I think about it. So you've got your D chord here with like your 1, 3, 5, your standard. So you play the 1, and then the 3 and the 5, and then it goes down to the A, which might sound a bit weird if you just play it like that, but it'll be A, and then you're saying 3 and 5, these fingers won't move. I mean, personally, I like to switch from 3 on this F. I like to switch it from 3 to 2 when I move down to the A, because it just makes it easier for my hand to reach that. But you do whatever you like best. So that just goes pretty much on loop until you get to the woes, like the whoa, which is the, then it moves into an A major inversion. So you've got your C sharp, your 3 of the A chord, then you've got your 1 and your 5, then you go down to your A, which is your 1, and then that same 1 and 5, like on the top of that. So your left hand throughout will sort of sound like this for the verses. So it's pretty much like that until you get to the 1, 2, 3. They're going to come back to me part because it changes there. So your verses should pretty much just sound like this. That would be the beginning of the song until it goes to the run back to me. You know, the whole 1, 2, 3. We're gonna run back to me part. So let's start with the right hand again for that. So that going into that part. So it's just. So it doesn't follow that same like very easy simple pattern with the D minor chord, unfortunately, because that'd be nice, but oh well. So we got D for like the 1, 2, 3, and they're gonna run back to me's. Until you get to me, it's just C and D, and then me is down on the A. And I like to add little like things where it's sort of like grace notes almost, but if you don't like those, then they're not required for the song. So 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me. I'm the best baby that they never gotta keep. That I'm the best baby that they never gotta keep part sort of does follow that basic like D minor. And then that just repeats for the 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me. They always want to come, but they never want to leave. Except that doesn't really fall back at the end. It doesn't fall quite into that D minor structure. It's just sort of, and then that goes directly into the chorus. So now the right hand for this really couldn't be easier as long as you can reach an octave. Which, if you can't, this whole song might be a bit tricky for you, at least the way that I play it. So it's just. It's just an octave. It's just octave Ds. I mean, I prefer the D below the one that's directly above middle C. It's like, this is middle C. I prefer this D and an octave down from it, personally. But if you want to take it an octave up or something, to each your own. So that's definitely, I feel like, the easiest part of the song to put together, as long as you can reach an octave. So that sort of pre-chorus part should sound sort of like. And then that last little bit there was the beginning of the chorus. So now, going into the chorus, you've got. So you've got that sort of part there. So the chorus is made up of 3 chords, really. You've got F major, A minor, and D minor. So not really anything too strange for the key of D. Or D minor, that is. So you've got here. So it starts on the F. So with the other. So you've got just your F, F. And so it's X's, and once you go to O's, O's is where it switches to A minor. And then a haunt. Then you put in the D minor. Then it goes to me. And then once you like, they want me, like want me. And yeah, throughout this in the left-hand part, I'm just playing like. You can just play straight chords, or you can like mix them up a bit if you want to do like. Or if you want to like arpeggiate it or something, just you can do whatever makes you happy there. But personally, I'm pretty sure I just played it straight chords in the video for it. Until let's see. Until they won't let go. That part of do won't let. So with the left hand, it changes there. It's. And after that, it jumps back into that for the left hand. But, so going back to the right hand in more detail, because I sort of skipped over that. You got the, let's see, you got X's and the O's that haunt me. So you don't leave these 5 notes here, like D minor, first 5 notes of that scale. So that's pretty convenient for your hand. You don't have to do a lot of jumping around on the piano, which makes it easier to learn. So fingers up with the. Then once you get to the last part of the X's and O's, then your left hand will jump back into this sort of D minor pattern here that was in the first verse, because the second verse is exactly the same as the first verse, just with different words. So like that whole thing. Like it's all exactly the same. And then after you do that, your second time with. And once again, you go to the. So that's through the chorus again. That's essentially what it should sound like for like the first two verses and like pre-choruses and choruses. So then you get to like the sort of bridge part, but it's really not much different from the rest of the song. So there, it sounds sort of like the verses, but like the words are like they don't really the words are like more like the pre-chorus. So you've got the 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me, climbing over mountains and sailing over seas. So you've got that same, pretty much that same pattern that you see in the verses. Then there's the 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me, and then this part's a little bit different. Like it goes up to the A instead of like down to the A. At least that's how I play it. So it does. They always want to come, but they never want to leave. My exes. So it goes into the chorus again there. And for the climbing over mountains and sailing over seas, that whole thing there, you've just got the. So once it hits the always wanna come, but they never wanna leave, you can just octave D, and then that makes it easier, and it sort of gives it like that nice impact, and I think like that sort of heavy sound there. And then you go into the chorus again, and X's and O's. Then once you go into this after the chorus again, that's pretty much how I end. So I just do this thing again. And then just, I know this is out of the camera now, but it's just octave D is at the low end of the piano, or if you don't like how this one down here sounds, you take it up an octave. I play it differently, just depending. So that's pretty much it, I think. So yeah, the biggest thing is just like get that down. I feel like that's like the first thing to learn, because that's like the staple of the song basically. Like if you ever don't remember what to do if you're playing this, that's sort of a good place to jump to. And I think that should cover about everything that you need to know to play this song. It's fairly straightforward once you get the basic structure. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, I hope this helps and it made sense. I know I sort of rambled some, but I've never done this before. So like, what do you expect?